Hi there, I'm going to change the steering wheel in this video. You can see it has the pedals. Okay, I'm going to show you on the new steering wheel how to remove these plastic covers over the screws that hold in the airbag. You only need to push with something on them. In the car you cannot push from here like I tried, because only this is available. So let's do it like we would do it in the car. You just push from here and they pop out. Just a thin plastic, so nothing to it. And under there you have the screw. It's a Torx, but not really sure how big. I will tell you in a moment. Okay, it seems it's a T30 that fits right in there, if I could actually fit it. So next step, disconnect the battery, and on this A4 the battery is in the trunk, so let's do it. Okay, so this is the trunk. You need to remove the negative and the positive, and yeah, that's about it. You shouldn't lose any settings, but can tell you 100% for sure. We will see that when we connect it later. As you can see, it started to rain, so I had to close the trunk, but you cannot open the trunk without the battery, so I will access it through the back doors. I let the seat down, and from there I will connect the battery, and then it will open again. You can pull these covers out with any knife. Just make sure you don't scratch anything. It's decently easy to pull them out, but probably I will not be able to do it with one hand. Or yeah, and it's out. And you should be able to access the screw without too much trouble. As you can see, there is pretty decent access in here with a decently short bit. Let me just find it again. That's the hard part, because you cannot really see what you are doing. Yeah, most likely I will not be able to find it again with one hand. The idea is that with a short driver bit like this, sorry, can't talk today, like this, you can do it. Okay, now you should be able to pull out the airbag. Pull on it slowly but firmly. Actually, mine came out way easier than I thought. Normally you should pull on it a bit, but this one just came out. So it should have a cable underneath there. Make sure you unplug that. To unplug this from the coil, you just need to pull on this green lever as hard as you can, and it will come out. And then you unplug everything from here, and we will use all of this. My new steering wheel only has cables up to here. And today is a really bad day for me. These two are not identical. This airbag does not fit into the steering wheel, although the steering wheels themselves are 100% identical. So probably they are just different revisions. Okay, this really does suck. So I would need a new airbag also to be able to use this steering wheel. And that complicates things a hell of a lot. So this project is on hold for indefinite period of time. A few weeks later I have the correct steering wheel, as you can see, identical to mine. It's extremely hot outside, so hopefully I can do this quickly. And just another thing, make sure again that you have the correct steering wheel if you want to keep your airbag, and if you want to add pedals, make sure that you already have this, because if you do not have the commands on the steering wheel, you might actually need to change your steering wheel computer and probably this in here, so not really sure. But if you already have them, you should be set. So next I will undo this, put this one back in, and all should be good. They should have a little line that shows you exactly what center means, so you shouldn't have problems. But always try to do this as straight as possible, but sadly mine is not perfectly straight at the moment, but I don't think it will be a problem. So let's continue. If you're wondering what key type you need for this, it's an M12, and it has lots of these splines here, so it's not your standard Torx. I'm not really sure how these things are called, 4 squares, 3 squares, they have a weird name, but an M12 of this type you need, and that fits perfectly. So let's do it. This is how it looks like without the steering wheel. It was really easy to pop out, and you see the center mark and also on this. So now I will put them back together. And it's in. Way easier than you would expect. You can see it's moving fairly easy, so it's not tight in there. You tighten it with this thing that still has enough Loctite on it to not create any problems, so let's do that. Okay, the commands and the pedals, I think they come to the same wire, so they are in place now, connected to the airbag harness. And this, to release it, when it's in there still, you pull on this and it will release. Then you plug it back together and make sure this is pushed all the way, and you are set. As you can see, the hardware part of the project is finished. Now you need a VCDS interface, and you need to go into the auto transmission and into the steering computer, which I don't really see at the moment. And you need to activate in 2 places the pedals. Okay, found first of them. We are in auto transmission, then in coding, and then in long coding helper, and that shows us this window. We are in byte 1 actually, and we just need to put that in the on position. And now you simply close this thing. As you can see, we have a new coding here. Okay, that's weird. Coding rejected. I need to investigate. Be back in a moment. Okay, we are in the steering wheel calculator. You can see it here. Then in coding, which is this, and then in long coding helper, which is this. And we need to select the third option and program it. But I'm going to do that off camera because it's kind of annoying, because this thing is a touch screen. Old coding, let's see if it works. The new one. Coding accepted. So now the steering computer knows we have a steering wheel with pedals on it. I'm watching this through the display of my phone while recording, so I have no idea what I'm clicking on, but I did it in the end. Okay guys, although the automatic gearbox didn't accept the coding, as you can see, it's shifting perfectly from the pedals. Obviously only what it allows me, because I tried to give it third and it didn't have enough revs. So let me rev it up a little bit here. You can see third, no problem. So I don't know why the gearbox is not accepting the coding, but it's working perfectly even without that. Maybe this gearbox doesn't need that coding anymore. So yeah, don't really care. I have a steering wheel with pedals now that work properly. So what can I say at this point? Thank you for watching. Like the video, subscribe, check out my other videos, ask whatever you need in the comments, and see you in the next one. Bye.